What a fucking game here. What a game. What a game, what a game. Somebody's thinking of me, I guess. Pardon. Anyway, uh, what a game. Jalen Brunson gets a fucking weird roll into the basket, right? He front trims the three-pointer from the corner after he had struggled all game long. Was that his only three-pointer that went in, actually? It might have been, honestly. It was his only three-pointer that went in. And and then the non-foul call, the non-timeout call, and the steal. Then also an offensive rebound from Hartenstein and the three-pointer that Dante DiVincenzo made. Then Maxi misses the layup, which I thought was a good play, but Isaiah Hartenstein just recovered enough, and the Knicks just win, man. Just like that, right? It was crazy. It was fucking crazy. And you had Josh Hart continuing his great play. He was sensational in the first half and kept New York in this game with his three-point shooting and overall just impact. 15 rebounds today, by the way. Just a special player. Played all 48 minutes, man. Josh Hart, salute, man. Salute. Not much more else you can say about him. Dante DiVincenzo finally shot the ball well, right? 5 of 10 from the field, 4 of 8 from the three-point line. He was really good. And he bounced back, obviously, with a game winner, pretty much. Um, and overall played a really good game. Thought he should have been there a little earlier for Miles McBride, where Miles McBride was there until like the 3-minute mark in the fourth quarter. I thought DiVincenzo should have been in a little earlier, but I guess he needed that breather, right? He also played 37 minutes, which to me, it didn't feel like it, but it's the truth. Um, and Brunson, man, Jalen Brunson, 8 of 29, continued to look sped up, which, to be fair, if there is a coach that knows how to take away the other team's star, it's Nick Nurse, right? Nick Nurse always gives the best player on the team against him so much trouble, right? Steph used to have so much trouble against his defense, the blocks and ones and everything. Yeah, he had like 47 points in that game, but um, you know, he just knows how to take away the star, and he's giving Brunson all the tough shots. Brunson is comfortable with taking, but unfortunately for the Knicks, he's not making them. Is that a good sign? Is that a bad sign? I don't know, because the defense will continue to be as tough as it has been for Brunson, and I don't know. It felt like he forced it too much, but at the end of the day, you're also happier when your star is emptying the clip, even though I feel like he should have taken a little less shot attempts today. Um, he did hit that one huge three-pointer, and if he was passing up shot attempts and was not as aggressive and not his usual self in terms of taking the shots, in terms of being aggressive, he might have not made it, right? So it's all what ifs at the end of the day. But shout out to Jalen Brunson still. But the Knicks role players, man, Isaiah Hartenstein, sensationally. He hit those floaters I was talking about in game one video. OG Anunoby hit those clutch free throws, and of course his defense continues to be impeccable. Josh Hart, Vincenzo talked about them. Bojan Bogdanovic made some huge fourth quarter three-pointers. Miles McBride had some good drives, even though today was not as good of a game as he had earlier, obviously. And shout out to the Knicks, man. They're awesome. If they didn't have such weird fans, but I mean, to be fair, Philadelphia has maybe even worse fans. So it is what it is. Let's not get into that right now. Tyrese Maxey was sensational. He was gassed. He played pretty much ill. 35, 9, and 10. Sensational game from Maxey. And, you know, to me, he didn't take enough shots in the fourth quarter early on. But I mean, you get it. He was gassed. He was fighting an illness. Played 44 minutes still, so he had to take a breather, and he gave them more than enough to win this game, right? At the end of the day, he made those biggest shots of the night, and uh, if they call a foul on him, we would be talking about it like, wow, he had 37, 9, and 10, and he won the game. And I'm still gonna talk about him pretty much the same way, because I thought he played an absolute gem of a game, beautiful game by Tyrese Maxey. Might have been probably the best game of his career, right? So shout out Tyrese Maxey, he's a baller. Joel Embiid, 34, 10, and 6. Really good game by him, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't look the same. And I now don't feel like they should have shut him down for the year. But I fear that he's just going to have to play with, pretty much injuries or some pain because it just feels like that's how he is, man. I hope I'm wrong though. And yeah, the role players gave you pretty much nothing, unfortunately. Kyle Lowry had some good moments and once again gave you timely buckets, but Kelly Oubre gave you fucking nothing. Tobias Harris played 41 minutes for whatever the fuck he does. And they are now appealing, obviously, those calls. Joel Embiid talked about them, that they will win the series anyway and that they should be up 2-0, which he has the right to feel that way, but it's just not the reality, man. Uh, and, uh, I don't think they should be up 2-0. I think it should be a 1-1 series, more likely if you want to be like that. But at the end of the day, shit, man. He said they're going to win the series, so I'm going to hold him to it, even though he doesn't look right. Anyway, not much else to add here. A really great game one, right? That was such an awesome ending, a really fun game. And then we had an even better encore with the Nuggets Lakers game, which I'll talk about next. And as always, be kind, trust, and to others. Thank you all for listening, watching, if anyone is. Love yourselves as much as possible. Keep on living, keep on being, and I'll catch you all next time.